Hello, Dharma friends. So happy you can join me today. Why don't we begin by placing our hands together, and will you please join me in Gasho and recite the Nembutsu, the Buddha's name, with me. So here we go. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namo Amida Butsu. Well, hi again. So happy you could join me today. It's really hard to believe that we're approaching the end of July. The summer's passing by rapidly. And this weekend's been especially pleasant here in normally Phoenix and very hot, normally sunny and very hot Phoenix, Arizona. The last couple of days have been rainy, and the temperatures have been anywhere from the low 70s to the mid 80s. It's quite pleasant considering that we're used to temperatures being, anywhere between 105 and 110 during this time of year. So this is really important to appreciate these moments, get outside if you can, and try to be in the moment because it's just not normally like this. So you may be wondering about the picture behind me, so I want to share a little bit about that. So back in November 2014, so a little over 6.5 years ago, coming on 7 years, I was actually at this building, spending a lot of time in here, preparing for the final steps of my Tokudo ordination. And the building behind me is Nishiyama Betsuin, located in Kyoto, Japan. And for all priests or ministers or soryo who are ordained in the Jodo Shinshu tradition, Nishi Hongaji specifically, all priests actually go through their training here and are ordained by the very helpful assistance provided by the instructors that are assigned to it. So I was here back in November of 2014, spent a lot of time in there. And just to kind of share with you a little bit leading up to that, I would spend a lot of time training here in the United States and then traveling to Japan. And for 11 days, I was there with about 60 other people, both American and Japanese, to go through the final steps of our training. And our days there consist of getting up about 5 o'clock in the morning and going to bed about 11 o'clock at night. And we spent a lot of time practicing ritual, attending classes and lectures, and chanting, a lot of chanting. We had to make sure we had our chanting absolutely correct. And as I look at this, building, and I think about how long ago that was, I'm actually preparing to go back. I'm in the middle of my Institute of Buddhist Studies courses and about halfway through my Kyoshi certification training. So it's sort of an extra certificate, if you will, permits me to maybe teach the Dharma hopefully a little bit better, but it's just another step. I'm still very much a beginner. And as I prepare to go there, I'm starting to practice chanting Shoshinge again. And I'm using actually the same exact service book that I had back when I was doing Tokudo. So this is the service book here. You can see it. It's a little worn. And I would use this book to practice chanting Shoshinge. And you may notice that, we have kanji here, but I've also written in Romaji, to help me out with my pronunciations because I'm not very good at reading kanji or hiragana. And anyway, all the pages, I would spend time practicing, and, we had to absolutely get it right. But the biggest thing that we had to do was be able to memorize Shoshinge from heart. So 66 lines, we had to be able to memorize it and demonstrate that we had a proficiency in that. So I was able to do that then. I'm hoping that I'll be able to do that again, just because it's such a joy to be able to chant Shoshinge, the words of our founder Shiran Shonin. So those days were difficult and long. We ate in silence, not a lot of rest time, but we did get breaks on occasion. And for me, breaks were really important because it was a chance to kind of get up and stretch and clear my head a little bit. And I always found myself going down to the cafeteria, which was almost always empty unless it was mealtime. But in the cafeteria, there was a vending machine. And the vending machine had different kinds of drinks in there, all non-alcoholic, I assure you. Anywhere from water to like sports drinks so you can rehydrate yourself. But my favorite thing that was in that vending machine was actually coffee. And you had the option of having the coffee either warm or cold, such as the Joy of Japan, where the vending machines are capable of doing both. And this is actually a can I brought back in Japan of my favorite coffee. This is boss coffee. I suppose the guy with the pipe in his mouth is supposed to look like a boss, but this is the Rainbow Mountain Blend, and this was essentially, you know, a cafe latte, so coffee and sweetened milk in the can. And so I look forward to those, you know, few minutes, you know, maybe 5 at most, but we got them about once a day to go down to the cafeteria and I would get my can of boss coffee and shake it up and just enjoy the moment of drinking it right there on the spot. So it was quite pleasant, and I'm hoping I'll get the chance to do that again. Anyway, after I came back to the United States, it was something that really kind of stayed with me, the memory of enjoying that coffee and the break of all the, you know, the hard work that we were doing there, that I started trying to find it somewhere. And it was not available in the United States. And so for years, you know, I would check different Japanese stores or try to see if I can find it online. It just was never available. But then about a year ago, I found out that you could actually get Boss Coffee in the United States. They're starting to can it here, and you can actually drink it here. And I was so excited, and I was having a hard time finding it still. But my son surprised me on Father's Day last year, got me a small case of it, so 12 cans. And I was so excited to open it up and take the first sip. And so in my rush to hurry up and take it and drink it real quick, I failed to kind of appreciate the moment that I was experiencing with that coffee. And you know what? Even though it was good, it just wasn't quite as good as it was in Japan. So I think what I was missing was the moment of why it was important to me in Japan. And life is like that, you know. We have special moments. We try to recreate them. Sometimes we listen to old songs and try to remember how we felt the first time we heard that when we were kids, or we'll go to a special place and try to remember you know, what it was like the first time we went to that special place. You know, we try to recreate moments, don't we? And they're never exactly the same. You know, nothing is permanent, even those moments in our efforts to recreate them. So it's really an important thing if you can notice in that moment when you're enjoying something that it's special, it's unique, it's never going to happen again. And so just like the rain that we had this weekend, you know, it was special and unique. It's very rare, very, very rare that we have rain and cool temperatures that just last, you know, in the month of July in Phoenix, Arizona. So I do hope that you all got a chance to go out there and visit, you know, I mean, spend some time outside and enjoy the weather. So, you know, as Shin Buddhists, our primary practice, if you want to call it that, is reciting the name of Amida Buddha. So saying Namo Amida Butsu, which we call the Ninbutsu. And sometimes we have our moments, you know, when we encounter the Ninbutsu, when we say it, where we feel very connected to Amida Buddha. And we may try very, very hard to re-experience that moment when we say Namo Amida Butsu and feel very close to Amida Buddha. And when we do that, we're actually not really in alignment with the vow of the Buddha of saying the name out of gratitude and be born in the Pure Land, because we're trying to use our own effort to recreate that special moment that we have. And we can sometimes get frustrated and be filled with doubt and think like, oh, I'm not doing it right. I must try harder. I must say Namo Amida Butsu really hard. It's not necessary to try to do it from your own power, your own effort. Just know that when you say Namo Amida Butsu, no matter if you're sad or happy or frustrated or sitting down or at the temple or, you know, saying Namo Amida Butsu always brings you in the presence of the Buddha, no matter how you feel. So there's no need to try to recreate a special moment to feel like Amida Buddha is there with you, because Amida is always with you. So I appreciate you listening to me ramble a little bit in this Dharma message and talk a little bit about my past experiences. And just remember, you know, you can never really truly recreate any moment. So just enjoy the moments as they come. Make a point to go, oh, ha, this is special. And, you know, get out there and enjoy life and enjoy the moments that come your way. So thank you very much for listening. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. And let's close with the Nembutsu. So please put your hands together once more and join me in Asho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Nam mandats, nam mandats, nam mandats, nam mandats, nam mandats. Thank you, everyone. So happy that you could join me today. I hope you stay safe and healthy and take care. See you later. Bye-bye.